Going live. What's going on, people? What's happening? Yeah. This reminds me of when I was in the other house, doing videos and stuff. Yeah, I think, it went live now. It went live now. Um, I don't know if I want to. I know it's certain things that you say when you come. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like kind of careful with what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm picky about that anyway. I've been picky about that ever since I came to YouTube. When I started posting videos, is when I in 20. Excuse me. I started posting videos in 2013. The account was made that I had, which is not no longer on this website. YouTube removed it and said that they claimed that I violated the YouTube community's guidelines, and that's the reason why it was banned. The channel, it was Clarence Ray. That's the name I went up under. So I had several other channels that I'm up under, that I'm calling, that's why I made several channels. Because, if you're saying certain things on YouTube, YouTube will shut you down. Mainly if you're a man of color and they know that you uh, talk about the issues of the slave trade, and they know that's going into so-called Hispanics, blacks, Latino, and Native Americans, and subtle Indians, the Native American original people of this country, what they call quote unquote America, which is white. Everything is white because they're in control. We was in Jerusalem and they control all of that land. And because our people disobeyed God or whatever, I'm trying to make a point within this video. This is the reason why our people, our ancestors, based upon what I know, went into captivity, and we are still in captivity even to this day. So what I wanted to do is try to say this as and be concise and try to say it right, you know what I mean? Because it ain't easy when you're trying to address a certain situation. I was on YouTube. Y'all know I love my people, right? Y'all know this, right? If you go and look at my videos, you pretty much know like what I talk about. You pretty much, if you watch a few seconds of my video, 9 times out of 10, you know, boom, what I'm all about. Like you can just catch a few words. If I say slave trade, in anything of that nature, and what our people went through right away, you know that I'm for advocating of the people, the chosen people, and all that kind of stuff. And you know right away who I stand for. I don't stand for this political party and what you call that stuff, like Dominican Republicans and who gonna vote for the senator in the White House. I'm not. That's not. I don't exalt those nation of people, because those nation of people is responsible for putting my ancestors in slavery. So I don't want to represent a nation of people who raped, robbed, and murdered, and hung, and burnt, and lynched. That's not. I wouldn't feel comfortable representing nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable with representing a race, a nation of people who is responsible for keeping us in poverty, who is greedy and got all of the wealth and we're sitting over here poor, car broke down in your own neighborhood, we can't even get it fixed because they have more of our, they got all their hands on our resources. This is not what I want to talk about. I'm just kind of this is a long introductory. And because they took all these things from our ancestors, took the identity of our ancestors, their diet, and turned it into their own. Now they are sitting over there in where they call Israel, while the real Jews over here in America suffering. Excuse me. While we are sitting over here suffering, but they say God loves everybody. But when I look in the Bible, that's not what I read in the Bible. I see something totally different from what man said, because the Most High said we ought to obey God rather than man. Now, this wasn't supposed to be the topic, but I wanted to come on here and to address something that I seen on YouTube. I want to address something that I seen on YouTube that it pretty much it pissed me off. It pissed me the fuck off. I know some people gonna say, well, you ain't got nothing to do with that. It's not your whatever your problem. That's theirs. And sometimes getting involved with other people's stuff. I know some people gonna come with that. You know, oh, you ain't got no business getting involved with that. There's something that I saw something on YouTube that sparked me to actually do this video. And I did not know that I was going to be I didn't know what I was going to say, what I'm going to say, because sometimes it's not easy to address things and put things in context like you really want to. I saw a video that a couple of our people, they do YouTube videos. I watch other YouTubers as well. You know, I like to watch for fun things, pranks, and all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love, like they doing the cheating pranks. You pretending like you cheating. Now you can miss me on that one. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna play. I don't want to represent nothing like that, because when you play a prank like that, in my opinion, what you're doing, you are bringing a evil spirit into play to me. You know what I mean? And I got another couple of things that I want to talk about to address, and I want to thank a lot of the brothers. I call them my brothers. You know, the Israelites, who is out day and night on their butts. I'm saying it like that. Out there in the streets and in their house, they work and they stay busy representing our peoples. You know what I mean? But what I'm doing, I'm just learning so that I can learn how to give a better breakdown. I know I'm all over the place right now. But anyway, there was this video that they did on pranks, which I agree with the pranks, but some of them can go a little bit too far. But this particular one, this brother on YouTube, now he's a great big YouTuber. And I just love our people of color when we explore our gifts to the world. We do wonderful pranks and stuff. They do wonderful pranks, and I just enjoy them. Some of them I be laughing down. They be setting this particular one. They be setting each other up on blind dates. The pranks, the blind date plan, or whatever, you know. And this guy, the brother whom I love, they call him DDG. I normally don't do people's names like that, but in this particular case, his name is GGD. And first and foremost, I love my people of color. I love my people so much. I did videos in the past. I come on here and I talk harsh. Don't get me wrong. I cuss and all that, and I talk harsh. But I have mad love for my people. I may not act like it all the time, but I do it. Somewhere in my heart, I know that I struggle with. I struggle and I have weaknesses. Of course, I do. But I truly and genuinely love my people of color. Back in the day, I'm gonna tell you what I was saying. African American. I was calling our ancestors African American until I learned better. But DDG, he's a big YouTuber, and he has a large following, like a celebrity person. But he's a regular YouTube. He do music and all that kind of stuff. And he set this girl up on a blind date. Now the girl, the problem was with this thing. She was okay. She was 20 years old, and her brother had a problem with that. Her brother had a problem with that because, for one, he felt like that was, I guess, putting his sister. I get it, people. I get it, people. What you call this here? That people look out for their families. That's normal reaction for families, is to look out for their family. It's normal for brother to protect his sister or his niece or any woman or any male in his family that he loves. That's normal. I get it. But this the situation came up to where, okay, from what I'm hearing, she was 20. She's 20 years old, but it's almost like they made it seem like that he did the wrong thing. I don't want to, like, how would you like if somebody take your sister and do the same thing or whatever? But I think what happened was the sister should have took and addressed and told her brother. Now I blame the sister. I don't blame the man. No, I don't blame him, because I guess he's doing what he normally do, protect his family. But at the same time, um, brother DDG, he held, he was quiet, and he done, like, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm being pissed off, and all kind of, it's like thoughts were going through my head. I'm like, they already trying to make the men of color look bad anyway. I was thinking a number of things was racing through my head. Like, what the hell? You thinking about this person, okay. Now he helped her sister reach several thousand, I mean several hundreds of subscribers, a couple of K subscribers, a lots of subscribers. And this person said, you should feel what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But I think the way that his sister, they should have, she should have handled that a little bit better. If she know that her family was a little bit more, or her brother was more aggressive like that, she should have explained to him first, or just stopped it right off and just say, hold it, wait a minute. Okay, I'm grown. I'm 20 years old. It's not like I'm no child and that this person ain't did nothing wrong. Now, if the child would have been not been an adult and would have been a child, then yes, I can understand. But this was a grown adult, a grown adult. And you come, I just don't, the way I just felt like it was handled, I think they could have handled it a little bit better than what they did. Because brother DDG meant well in what he done. I can't even begin to explain to you how pissed off I was when I looked at that video. If I would have been there, I would have literally took up for him. Now I know y'all was looking for me to say, talk about, if I'd have been there, I'd have whooped some ass. But it's strange. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when it come down to, I think I'm more aggressive when it comes to protecting somebody else if I know that it was wrongfully done or whatever. It ain't like the DDG just took the girl and went out there, set the girl up, and had the girl literally beat up because he made her mad or something, because he didn't talk to her, he didn't go with her or something like that. I understand that. You see what I'm saying? If it would have been something like that, then yes, I can understand you getting upset. Like, oh, wait a minute, why would you put my sister in a dangerous position like this here because you was mad? you know what I mean? I can understand that, but this person was literally meant well, trying to get. Now, what Ronnie, I mean, his sister should have done was said, "Well, we are friends, and if I'd have felt, you don't have to, if I felt like it, I just explained, said he's a good person." That's what she should have been saying, but she had more power in the situation than DBG. And what she should have did was was explain to him right away a little bit more and just talk and said, "I'm sorry for putting you in this position, in this situation. I really feel bad," and so on and so forth. And what made it dangerous, the girl was sitting up there laughing at the situation at the same time. Now I know some people are gonna feel like, why are you getting into stuff that's not yours? Because you don't want to put your brother in danger. You don't want to put your brother in danger. You want to make sure that your brother is not in danger. You see what I'm saying? But when you sit up there and laugh and stuff like that, at that moment, that wasn't no laughing matter at that moment. You know what I mean? Because if you really care about somebody, in my opinion, you're not going to put them in a dangerous position like that, especially women are known for putting men in dangerous positions. Some of them just don't care and they'll do that. And you shouldn't do that, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want nobody doing you like that. You wouldn't want no guy is to pretend like he dating you. Or let's just say if it was your friend girl was dating a dude that she thought loved him, and the dude set her up and say, "Well, I'm gonna have my other girl, my girlfriend, my side chick is to beat this girl up." Women wouldn't like that if they found out that their homegirl got beat up by another a girl, another dude's girl. You know what I mean? Because first thing what they'll do, they will tell that dude. They will say, "Look, first and foremost, you should have checked your girl and told your girl not to do this to my best friend like this. Him. This is my pot. This is my home girl, and you should have told that that's what they would have done. You should have told that girl that you should have never put that girl in an uncompromising position like that. They would have held him fully accountable, fully to the mat. That guy that did that. You see what I'm saying? So women wouldn't like if you put them in dangerous positions like that. Just like me. Let's just say, for example, if I call myself love, this gonna be on a whole nother level. If I love my brother, or if I love my sister, or whatever, I'm not going to get mad and immediately just say, "Well, since they did this here to me and call me out my name and attack my level of intelligence, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna have my homegirl. I'm gonna set them up and have my homegirl is to have them killed." That would be dirty as hell. You see what I'm saying? That's not love to do something like that. You see what I'm saying? It's not love. So with my brother DDG that's on YouTube, that's a big brother. And I love him, and I'm only standing up for the brother. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to try to receive clout. I'm not, I'm not trying to, I normally wouldn't even mention people's names or whatever, but I did. I mentioned his name or whatever. And it just pissed me off because I don't like to see our people being done wrong. Excuse. Yeah, I don't like to see our people being done wrong. And it bothers me. You know what I mean? It offended me. And I think something would be wrong with me as a human being to see what had happened to my brother like that. And then all of a sudden, if it's something wrong that they done, I'm not going to hold them in they wrong. If you done wrong, it's going to hurt me to my heart or whatever. But at the same time, uh, if I know that it's something that's unjust like this here was, then of course I'm gonna have to say something about it, because I wouldn't want nobody. I wouldn't want to be sitting there doing good for a woman. Whether if I'm dating a woman or whether if I'm not. If I'm not dating a woman, I'm just being nice. And somebody just walk up to me, and I the blue randomly tell me, hey, don't be doing this here for my family. I can do stuff for myself or whatever. Which, okay, they probably felt that they should have done it, but at the same time, if I'm knowing that my motives wasn't bad at all, and they come at me like that, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like if let's just say, if somebody set my niece up on, I'm gonna say my niece up on a blind date, or set my daughter up on a blind date, and they two friends together, and I'm knowing that the guy meant well, and he's saying, and if they just friends, he said, well, I'm just hooking because I want to see your daughter, or I want to see your child the best. I want the best for them. It's a blind date, but it's not. I know the person, but I just want to surprise you to see if you like the person. He's a good, intelligent person, even though you don't know or whatever. But your friend knowing, now if he know that's a good person or whatever, and I find out they're a good person, he set up on a blind date like that, then in my opinion, no, I'm not me personal. No, I'm not going to get mad with the person if I know that my daughter, I'm just saying it, I'm just using that as an example. My daughter was dating a quote unquote, she said my daughter and this guy is just good friends, and the friend, my daughter's friend, say, hey, guess what? I want to set you up on a blind date. Now I'm like, and I say, what? He want to set you up on a blind date? Let's just say. He said, it's okay, Dad. I don't know, even though I don't know, I'm gonna be okay or whatever. I'm gonna be okay. And and if I, like, let's say if I didn't know nothing about the guy, but she said he's a good friend of mine, and I find out later, say, well, if she's good friends with him or whatever, I'm not gonna try to interfere with it too fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna interfere with it too fast, because if I'm knowing or if I don't know, because you can tell if something ain't right, because your spirit gonna let you know when something ain't right. Something in you, your instinct or something gonna let you know when something ain't right or whatever. But all I'm saying is, and all I'm advocating is, it ain't good to just be. You don't want to overdo it, do stuff like that. But I don't want it to seem like I don't care about our families. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe I was thinking, I said, well, maybe should I just think a little bit more on this before I speak on this here. Now I don't know how this video gonna sound or whatever, but I always have been like that. If I see somebody that I care about, like for example, I'm knowing that we as a people, let me explain it like this, and so nobody will misunderstand me. Let me just say it like this here. If I'm like I'm knowing that the so-called white man oppressing and shooting our people down in the street, and I have my friends, my relatives, my loved ones and stuff, and they come in and just do something or just shoot my family, how do you think I'm gonna feel about it? Ain't no telling what you'll do at that point. You see what I'm saying? If I don't do nothing, something is wrong with me.